If you meet with the CEOs and the startup founders in Bangalore, they tell that every idea should be able to be conveyed in a single sentence. But in a positive way, Bruhat actually emulates multiple meaningful dialogues and messages, because everybody can make something subjectively about Bruhat. So, what is Bruhat according to you?
Okay, all right. Now it's a good place to begin, and I'm a bit familiar with that world of startups and one lines and Y combinators, X meets Y. I've mentioned this before. The one thing that Bruhat differs from from a typical startup kind of constitution is that in a startup world you'll not get funding if you need more than one miracle. Brihat is multiple miracles all the time, so we were never definitely not going to be funded by Y Combinator if we had to pitch it there. So the work that we do is in three interlinked areas, Sharon: cultural storytelling, policy research based on Indian knowledge systems, and investment in people, or what we call civilizational leadership. And we don't look at these three things as disparate, distinct units. We see a strong connection there. In fact, there is a strong turn in public policy towards culture and evolutionary sciences. And this is not just coming from the Indian perspective. There's a lot of academic literature coming from the West as well on this. So we look at cultural storytelling, which gives stories of meaning, of metaphors that people can anchor on, and a way for us to understand where we belong and why we belong there, and how that intersects and interacts with policy, and how policy making should in fact be grounded there. It should be about identity, it should be about reinforcing the cultural attitudes that your civilization has, and how do we bring these things together. That's the imagination that we have at Brhat. But none of these things are going to be possible without the active agency of empowered individuals. That is what we mean by leadership development. And in the Bharatiya imagination, it is always about embodied consciousness. It is about the strength of your sankalpa. So when we say civilizational leadership, we are talking about the conviction, both the moral conviction and the intellectual conviction that we need to generate in our people about our culture. So these are the three areas of our work. I am aware that it feels like a lot, but maybe I can quickly distill it into three actions. We do three things, Sharon. We create stories through words, images, and videos. So far, we've written about 60, 65 long form essays on different aspects of culture and knowledge systems. We produce short videos on metaphors in Indian art and other aesthetic and art related matters. We're soon going to expand that into long form video content. And then we also create opportunities for people to engage in our culture. So that is the creation part. We also provide consulting services for whether it is a government initiative or it is a private initiative in the cultural sphere. We provide cultural research support to help people organize and conduct culture related activities. So, for example, we partner with the IKS division of Ministry of Education quite extensively to organize and do the public communication design for their IKS related work. Just 2 days ago, we were at Tanjore for the latest edition of Dhara event, which is conceived by the division, which was on Natya and Sangeeta Parampara. So we help other people, and this is a big opportunity that we're looking to open up as well for the creative industry. We now see, if you look at the broader macro trend, whether it is Kantara, whether it is RRR, whether it is Kashmir Files, you see that culture is now becoming business strategy as well. Right? These are not two divergent areas anymore. Culturally rooted, authentic content will have a greater traction in consumers. This is the case that we're looking to make. And to make it authentic, you will need a team of writers, of creative artists, of people who understand culture in a way that is lived and deeply studied. So that's the consultancy service that we provide. And we also curate experiences for people. Just in a month from now, we are taking a delegation of about 25 people that Pankaj is leading through a cultural tour of Odisha based on temples.
Okay.
We've done 2 circuit tours in Hoysala already in Karnataka. So these are felt experiences that we create. Apart from this, we create learning resources. We conduct online courses. As we speak now, we are conducting a course on Hindu iconography. And I'm very, very pleased to say that about 150 people have participated in that. And this is a very deep take into understanding what the civilizational motives are. So, three areas: cultural storytelling, culture creatives, policy research based on Indian knowledge systems, and leadership development. And three actions: